So the name of the drink is Pisa.
Intro. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talks&Cakes in collaboration with the Service Civil International. Service Civil International, it's a humanitarian and activism organization. It was established in France after the Second World War, and now it's more peace education, volunteering, youth activism, and different projects against the war. And today I'm recording this episode with Justine and Cecilia. Hi, thank you for joining me today, and I'm looking forward that we're gonna talk what we are going to talk about and explore. And first I'd like to start. How are you guys? Are you excited for this talk? How do you feel?
That I'm okay. I'm fine. I had a nice week, so my Saturday is pretty much chill. So I'm okay. I'm cool.
Nice, that's good. And Cecilia?
I'm really happy to be here and very curious to see what I'm going to discover. This period is really tough for me because it's really full of incognitos, but looking forward to have this talk.
Nice, really. Thank you both for joining this talk. And it will be part of a series of podcasts where we're talking on the same topic with Service Civil International activists and volunteers. And so I would like to start, because we just met as well, Justin.
Yes,
I'd like to start that we are introducing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So some people in the SCI, they already know me that I did my volunteering and now I'm working in SCI projects and admin work. And I'm doing my own podcast. This one also is collaboration with SCI. Because also my podcast, Talks&Cakes, focus on just talks that really we're active and we are talking about every day. So also volunteering is something I feel like we do it every day.
Mm.
So just let us know, who are you?
Okay, so my name is Maurice Justine. My family name is Misatio. I come from Cameroon. I live in Belgium for a moment.
This side, yes.
I live in Belgium for a moment now.
No, you can just put it like the mic
But
up.
should I start back?
No. It's okay. Yeah. I can.
So I've been volunteering at ETSE for also about 10 years now. And I'm still in school. I'm still doing my studies. Still haven't finished. But
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I live in Brussels for now. Voilà.
Okay. Nice. And
But
Cecilia?
if there is more questions.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I will ask you. And Cecilia, who are you?
My name is Cecilia. I come from Italy, and I've just finished my ESC project here in Brussels, my European Solidarity Corps project here of 6 months. Now I'm looking for other opportunities here in Brussels, and I've been very grateful for this opportunity here. The project has been very meaningful, and the city has surprised me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's see.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, really, both of you. It's really nice that the three of us gathered through volunteering. But I would like actually to ask you, how did you hear about SCI?
Mm-hmm.
How did you join SCI?
So yes, I came across SCI by a family member who had also volunteered for quite long, and I came with the family member a few times, and then I just discovered a whole new world where you could learn, discover, and do something that had like value for you.
Yeah.
I was still quite young, so 10 years back, but I already felt so much. I could
connected
learn
and,
from, I could gain, I could give, and I just stayed. I would
Nice.
say it that way. I just stayed.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how I knew about SCI.
Yeah. And Cecilia, how did you hear about SCI?
It's a very known program in Italy, and of course, like it takes a variety of different projects, like more social, more like environmental. So I mean, it gives you a lot of chances to explore also your own skills. And you can do it like within your country. You can also do it abroad. So I think it's it's a very nice chance, not just for people who don't know what to do, but also for people who really want to put and challenge their own skills.
Yeah. And I think we met in an event as well. It was part of the No More War Collective in SI. We did an event in Brussels, like when you take the streets, and this is where I met Cecilia.
Yeah.
We had an event, I think it was in July. Yeah, 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was in
From now. It was like screening films and then having discussions. And then I met you there. And then I found that you're also doing an ESC volunteer in Belgium.
Wow. Okay.
And this is how I also met with Cecilia. And as you said, there's also an Italian branch.
Yeah.
As you said, like it's also in Italy. It's a civil service. And okay, so my question is, like I think we see ourselves as activists, like people who are really active toward the cause. I feel like there is a cause in the world, and we want to be, as you said, like to be active and leave an impact. But in your everyday life, how do you practice activism, or like how do you advocate for social justice issues, or political justice, or economic justice causes? How do you think?
I don't think I'm much of a political person.
Yeah.
I'm very much more social. I don't know. I feel more social in my ways, and so to talk about peace, I feel like on a day-to-day, I give peace to a lot of people around me by small gestures. I think would give myself peace.
Yeah.
And I just try to do it. Like whatever would give me peace, I try to share to others. It has a lot to do with peace, but on the long run, it really goes with how to be pacific in your ways, how to communicate better in a non-violent, like even when there is when we don't have the same opinions, to be very non-judgmental or non-violent in your ways. Just to talk about that, but I think also putting myself in mixed areas, mixed in every way, like race mix or age mix. There is a lot of that. We talk a lot about race, religion mix, and to go there with a nice way of thinking and being maybe one of that person that will be the same, or that will receive, or that will give love to everyone the same way. It always make a difference, because you could go somewhere and everyone, like maybe, I think let's take religion, because that's really like a huge thing.
You feel like it matters. Yeah.
And even if you're the only person in the room who has the same way of hearing each other, it always makes a difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of things I could say, but
Yeah.
I would stay there.
Yeah, but no, that's really cool. And I agree with you. It really matters. And by putting ourselves in spaces that we feel like it doesn't feel comfortable sometimes, but it's really just like to challenge something I think that we inherited, or something that our system, like the capitalist system, is forcing on us, like, or I don't know, the powerful parts of the world are forcing. But how about you, Cecilia? What do you think about how do you see yourself like in activism or advocating? Because also I know, like, since I met you, you're really active and you're really passionate about this, and so what do you think?
Well, first, I really liked what you said in terms of like mixing. I think it's really important because I will start off for sure, like from my personal point of view. I think being an activist means for sure, like when reading or hearing or being in the middle of an injustice or like a bad fact, is not looking away, but like rather taking a stand, or at least saying, okay, like this is not doing anyone's good. And this is, I think, the first step. Like acknowledging that what's happening is not doing any good, and then for sure, like in your little circle, in your like in your workplace or in your like everyday action, is like taking like a stance. So like whether you buy or you don't buy a product, whether you use or you don't use certain words, whether you open up a topic that seems like a taboo, and you start like putting it in the stream of thoughts, I think is good. And it's a way of like witnessing, well, this thing matters, or this is a hot topic, we should talk about it. And then I really liked what you said about like mixing, like being with other people and being with also people that probably don't have like the same opinions as yours. I think this is really important because as far as I've seen also nowadays, I probably were going towards like a path also in activism where, there is the risk of not even being united as activists because you are too much of like that, you are too little of this, you don't have the right to say this or that. So
it's like doing selective stuff. It's like I select what I want to advocate for.
Or you don't have like the right to do this or to do that in that way. I mean, we can talk about it, but generally, like there is a risk also in like the way we do activism.
No, I understand. Would you like to add something?
Yes, I would like just I think it's true. Just like I feel like I'm not a very political person, so but I don't know why I say that because I have so many political story and ways, but I don't know why I would define myself not a political person, because I feel like the positions I take in everyday life, I think is quite political.
It's true.
But maybe there is somewhere where I don't feel legitimate or something to talk about politics. I would rather prefer to be more of like social. I feel like ground to ground. Because I feel like politics there's a lot of words and
No, I really understand. Like, I understand your point because really it's about finding spaces, for this. And also it's not easy to be in the political space because the current political sphere all over the world is just very broken. It doesn't really like allow the public to feel safe. We don't feel safe to
yes, and I feel like in the social places
it can be a little bit easier
if we could do something, but it doesn't mean in politics we can. I think people more bodies that have more something will be more appealing to the politics.
Okay, this would lead me actually to a question. Do you remember when did you, or like if you're currently, did you join any recent things in SCI? Like any projects that you have been like actively volunteering in? Would you like to mention for us something?
Yes, so it was more, I think lately I have seen SCI a lot as a very peace promoting. So they do a lot of other things, but the peace promoting place have really been present lately for me. So the last webcam I did was in a place called Amity Village. I don't know if I should give it a name. But it was more about peace with environment, environmental, and peace with each other. Because there is peace in a peace with each other and peace with nature. So it was more of a peace with nature, and I had a lot of eye-opening moments where I was like, oh, there is this amount of like we already know there's a lot of pollution and all of the things, but each time you are confronted to the numbers or to the real impact, you're like, it's this huge. And so it was a place where they are really doing the work, they're really doing the things in a very small it doesn't matter, but in a small area, but they are really changing. And I feel like that always make a change because it's a small area and maybe they don't think they have a huge impact. But I from somewhere from the external world come there, and I went back with so much information, so many ways to bagage to if I could try to do the same thing also in a small area somewhere in the world. And I feel like doing those small areas where we make small changes would eventually sum up and we would end with a world where there is.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 weeks where we were really in nature and doing the choices of planting with so many, like the permaculture way of living,
Yeah.
like the agriculture is made very differently, the way of thinking, everything is so thoughtful, but in a very easy way, because you actually just look what the nature does, how nature function, and you function the same way. You don't maybe try to kill all the germs of the ground so that only your crop will grow with pesticide, but no, you actually leave every other microorganisms to grow on the soil,
Yeah.
but you find a way to make the plants you are interested in to grow more, but without killing every other thing on. So it was very practical, and I really learned a lot.
Yeah. Actually, this matters. I feel like, as you said, like you ensure this is part of the climate justice that we hear a lot, and
Yes, yes.
people are really like very active,
It was really more,
especially here in Europe. You know, like that how we say, like for the climate, there is a big change that's happening in this part of the world, and but okay, that's really interesting.
But please, something
Yes,
else.
tell
There
me.
was also a lot of spiritual
Parts
in
or aspects.
points.
Yeah.
And I came back home from the camp with something. So it was the first time I encountered two girls, one from Taiwan because there were people from all around the world, and another girl from Spain,
Yeah.
Spanish, and it was the first time I encountered people talking so good and being so curious about the Muslim culture.
Okay. In what sense? Like how?
In the sense that I'm a very curious person, so I look at a lot of documentaries and about a lot of different areas in the world. But surprisingly, I've never really searched a lot in the Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah.
I've seen few things about Dubai or Turkey, but not really.
They are not like very
But
deep.
I
Or,
was in a room with girls that wanted to find more about, and they were really so passionate about the way of eating, everything I'm passionate about, every other area in the world. And then there I was like, why am I never interested into looking like the history, the food, and everything like I do with other countries?
yeah.
And I really went back home with that. I was like, what could that mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But there is a lot of mainstream, the way the mainstream makes those countries to look like, and there was a lot of baggage there.
Yeah.
So I had to go back home and like be like, okay, what is this about?
Yeah, it's like made you curious, like to okay.
Curious in finding more about those countries, but
Yes.
curious into knowing why wasn't I also interested. But the answer is the mainstream make it such a place.
Yeah.
Like we would, I think most people would like to know about Japan and all these places because the mainstream puts it forward. Like it is something that is like they talk good about it.
Yeah, it's
But
like
they-
where the mainstream goes, like just people would be more conscious about it. If it's not
Yes.
on the mainstream, then people are not conscious about
Yes,
it.
and somewhere like me, I grew in Cameroon. I heard a lot about so many countries,
Yeah.
but I didn't hear a lot about the Muslim countries. And I think I don't want to blame the mainstream, but I think it has a lot to do with the fact that many people in the
What
world
we are exposed to.
are not that exposed, and it's also very badly connoted.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't go and look for it. But it was really
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah. Actually, okay, this reminds me to ask Cecilia, because you are in journalism and maybe you're also in media. What do you think?
Well, yeah, you brought up a very important topic, I think. It's so true what you said about like what we are driven to read about, or what we're driven to look or listen to. Well, especially nowadays, media play a huge role in our mainstreamed idea about the other cultures, and I say thank heavens there are like places or events like the one that you went to that made you discover, all right, well, there is another part of the world that I've never been exposed to. Why? And I also want to say that like not everyone has to be like interested like in specific areas, but at least to acknowledge the fact that, okay, why, I've never had like the censor about the Middle East or West Asia, better said. So yeah, actually this like brought me to and led me like to the studies of languages, literature, and well, nowadays I'm trying to enter into journalism, because I think that the way we tell stories really matters, and also it shapes our reality, and the narrative itself. And well, I'm into West Asia. I'm really into
that person, but really,
Yeah.
and I'm really shocked that, like, I was having the conversation with the girls, and everything I'll be so passionate about knowing about I don't know, Peru.
yeah.
They was so passionate about knowing it about the Middle East countries, and I was like, why have I never, like, it was so strange to me. And then I thought, okay, so does this mean I don't have it? But no, I go to school in Brussels. There is a lot there. Like, most of my friends and most of people I know in Brussels are from there. So I wouldn't just say, no, I don't know they exist. No, I know they exist, but
Yeah.
there is just
I think
something that makes me. And then I've started. I was like, okay, I want to know more about what they eat, the way, because that's the same interest I have about
everything
Japan
else.
or I don't know where. So yeah, I went back home and I was like, okay, what do they eat? Okay, how do they do that?
Yeah.
And I was really
Yeah, I think curiosity is the key, and also, if I can say from a personal point of view and from my experience, I think getting to know a culture through people's story is the best way. It's the best way because you give the culture a face, a countenance, like a memory. The taste of the food, as you mentioned, a smell of something, and so it will always be more personal, and it will stay with you. And I think that is also this kind of discovery of other cultures, that when it happens, especially when it happens throughout other people and you become close to these people, then their causes and their issues, and I mean, they become yours. So exactly, like as your heart expands, also your causes and your concerns regarding their own issues and their own also dreams like become yours. And this is how your world expands, and we can actually really like talk about like also intersectional activism.
Yes. Yeah, really. Okay, that's really, I agree on what you say. That's really interesting. Yeah, you're very thoughtful, Cecilia. Really. Okay, actually, then this would lead me to our last question, actually, of this episode is, okay, maybe we have a message for the next generation, after our generation, like, because now we shape like ourselves, with what we do. So what would you like maybe to keep for the generation after our generation about like volunteering, activism, maybe exploring the world and seeing, like you mentioned as well, like you were like interacting with people from different races. And usually also mentioned the intersectionality through activism and this stuff. So I don't know, maybe what this would tell for the next generation who are also like fighting for global justice, let's say. You want to say something?
Well, I mean, I've never thought about like delivering a message to the next generation. But this is
sounds a lot.
yeah, like dropping a huge thing.
A jam. The same.
Yeah. But it's actually a nice perspective, and I think it's really important because it gives you like a horizon to like to think about. I'd say for sure, do not give up when things don't really seem to go well. Like the times that we're living are not really rosy at all. But first, don't give up, because you're not alone, because there are other people. Maybe you don't see them, maybe you still have to meet them, you have to meet your community, but there are other people with the same desire. I think we are, as human beings, we are designed with the desire of justice, but also of happiness. So we aim at that, no matter what. Even if this, of course, brings a lot of struggle.
Yeah.
But I think like never stop fighting indifference, because indifference, I think, is even worse than taking a bad stand. Because indifference is like really leading that everything goes, without a meaning. So yeah, like find others, connect, and for sure, like when there is like a crisis, when there is like a problem, there you will see the creativity of the individuals, of men and women, for sure, like intended as human beings. You will see the creativity to find another path. This is my hope.
Okay, yeah, that's really very interesting, and also very true and honest about our world today, and our fight for global justice and for the cause that we fight for. How about you, Justin? What do you think?
I don't. Well, I think I would maybe say stay true to yourself. I think that's a hard one, because to stay true to yourself, you have to know yourself. And it's really sometimes hard to really know, like, because I think I just discovered like 2 years ago who was really myself, and now I could hold up to it. But but even the least you know about yourself, just stay true to it. Because in activism and having and how do I say it, like fighting for rights or fighting for something, you have to be yourself to know what you're inclined towards.
Totally agree.
So always, I think if you stay true to yourself and to the beliefs you have, and to be really comfortable and and confidence, and like, okay, I think this is not good. I know this is not good. So I'm confident about it. Like when you stay true to yourself, you could really find
like good ground, or like
apart from that, always try your best. Like always try, because I feel like in volunteering and there is a lot of new things, and you always enter in different type of rooms, and if you don't have that try mentality, you would sometimes not be in a place where maybe you want to be. So yes, give yourself the chance to try things and go and see like what are others doing, how are things going. It's always not that easy, I would say also.
Yeah, of course.
But
okay, really, thank you. Yeah, I feel like this is really like, okay, I'm just in the middle of too thoughtful actually.
yes.
Two thoughtful women. That's really nice to share. And really, thank you for sharing your thoughts today. And I know that I'm very sure that our world will appreciate what is your message today and what are you sharing about. And yeah, so this actually was the episode for today.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to record more episodes. Maybe we can talk about more stuff that we can make talks about. I know this one was more specialized for
like
the
personal.
activism and volunteering. But I'm really looking forward to talk about anything in the world that we can really share with the people and enjoy. So yeah, thank you for today. And this was the end of our episode.
Thank you.